So I am back from Southeast Game Exchange, which was over in Greenville, South Carolina, and I was invited out as a guest for the event. And while I was there, I went to do a bunch of filming with a bunch of other awesome content creators, people I usually follow on YouTube a lot of the time, but never got to talk with them that much. So what I wanted to do for this particular video is to ask each of them what one thing that they usually don't find at any convention that often that they would like to see other vendors bring to the show. So with that being said, let's get to it. You already know who these guys are.
What up? I'm going for some Switch stuff. Shout out to Premium Edition Games, the homies.
Oh yeah, they're in the back too.
I bought a few things from them. I might buy a few more games from them for the Switch. I love indie Switch games.
I'm gonna go to that vintage shirt guy again.
he actually just bought Rayman 2 on the 64.
I did.
Oh, really?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's like an early spoiler. So
Yes.
as always, it's good to, well, I guess we're now just neighbors up in Ohio.
We're the Ohio boys,
Yeah.
so.
Like, we're talking at vendor booths?
Yes.
The Mario Kart 64
Oh,
coin-op
yes.
ride machine. There's a machine over there. It's a coin-op that you would, in front of Toys R Us. It's weird. It's, some may say dumb, but dare I say, I've seen every cool game you could see at this point. That's the stuff I want to see more.
Now, I gotta ask you, does Ricky have room to get that into his game room?
No, we would absolutely make an offer. But we also have a friend who wants to get it, so we want her to get it as well. So we're trying not to go into it. Ricky, what about you?
But to answer your question, I would fit it in my room regardless.
And then,
Try to shove it around in
then-
all the clutter he has.
and the divorce would follow. Yeah, but what about you?
I don't have any complaint because for me, I'm looking for NES games and I saw everything here, so I'm pretty happy.
More GameCube games. That's the
More
easy
GameCube.
answer for me. Yeah, more GameCube.
Yeah, it seems like that it's getting harder for people to hold on to stuff like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
is that the same for you a lot?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Always after the store displays, the signage, the kiosks,
Oh,
the
yeah.
statues. I just want to see more of that stuff.
Money. No, I'm joking. I would say, so like, honestly, at this point in games and toys for me, the only thing that if I really saw that was here that I would actually buy and keep would probably be complete Mighty Max toys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing a handful, like less than 10, and I would like to kind of finish that before I'm like, say, okay, I'm good and I'm done with that. But that's probably the only thing that I would like pick up and be like, yeah, I'm going to take that back home and it's going to get displayed at this point.
It was funny that you were talking about that because that was something I used to have when I was a kid. Now that's cool that there's people that collect that now, so...
These cool little dioramas. They display really nice too.
Yeah, there's like one with like a skull and it has like a, what was it, like a cobra or like some kind of reptile that's coming out of the eye?
There's a bunch of different sizes. There's little teeny ones, mid-range, like a large, and then huge play sets.
Well, the one thing that I need for my collection, and I don't like that word need, because none of us needs any of this, but the thing that I would really like to get for my collection is the manual for Sculptor's Cut on N64. If I get that, then I will complete my complete in-box collection for the N64. But I don't, that's the only thing that I don't have. I have every box, every game, every manual for everything except for that one. Somebody has it here for $6,500. That's not something I'm going to walk home with today. A more achievable one is I would really like to get the game Kabuki Quantum Fighters for the NES.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
a good one.
I'm looking for like a $15 or less price on it. Some vendor who's just like, I just want to get rid of some inventory today. Because it's also not a game I'm dying to get, but it's one that I've heard is great and I'd like to play it.
All right, so
Apparently at this con, Shadowheart.
yeah, it's been Shadowheart. Yeah, there's
I've been
three of them.
striking out.
She's got Covenant. That's the only one. We need the other two. For us, it's kind of different because we come from a very small rural city, and we don't have the selection you guys do. So I'm looking for games that I really want to play. So that means Loose Cart and stuff like that. I'm looking for Breath of Fire 2 and Lufia number 1.
Yeah.
They have a complete copy of Lufia number 1, but it's like $220 or something like that. And I'm like, there's still too many games.
We don't need
I'm looking to
expensive
get-
cardboard.
I want to play it first. Maybe I won't even like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man, Master System controllers.
Really?
Like I have not found a single OEM Master System controller at any show I've ever been to. Like, I have found, like, I've gotten aftermarket ones, like our friend Brian from BK Retro Mods has made some, but I've never seen like a legit just hands-on Master System controller in a shape that I'm willing to spend the money on. Like, there's been ones that are beat up, but I don't want to spend $50 on that.
Yeah, they're really selling them for $50.
That's what I've seen. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, when I sell controllers, I always think that they're still $25.
Yep. That's what I'd be happy paying. But in the condition they're in, no way I'm going over that.
Ooh, that I want to see more vendors provide. I guess maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I'd probably say GameCube games.
Really?
Handhelds are big for me. So, you know, 3DSs, SPs, DS Lites. Always love to see those, but it's been a great show.
I've gotten into liking weird, like, standees. I like standees.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen enough standees, so I love a good standee. I like Zelda, Final Fantasy, those big ones, like the big games like that.
Typically, I would say GameCube, but I gotta say, there's actually been a healthy amount of GameCube stuff I've found. What is it? You got me really wondering, what is something I would love to see more of? I guess more GameCube, because I feel like there's just even though there was GameCube, there's never enough GameCube, right? Like,
Yeah,
here's the vendors I've gone to, I've talked to them, and they've said to me the same thing that they all basically say is that if they have a library of GameCube games to sell, those are the first to usually go. So I would say the hardest thing is trying to keep inventory of that.
Oh, yeah.
But if I could see vendors come back with like full sets of GameCube games, I would love to see that.
I would have to say, like, a retro gaming vintage hat. I love vintage hats. I would love to. I haven't seen one yet. Like a true. Actually, I have seen one, but that's one thing that I'm always looking for. You can't just go to a Goodwill and find a lot. It's like a retro gaming vintage hat. I have a large stock of vintage hats that are all dead stock and they're blank. So what I'm doing is I'm getting iron-on patches and some sew-on patches, and I'm making my own vintage hats. The hats are vintage, the patches are. So it's kind of a medium, you know.
Saturn logo.
Saturn logo. Okay, you want me to crouch down?
Nope, I got it. Here we are.
Oh, now you're a lot tough. Well, okay. Well, anyways.
Here, I got this. It's a pain being so tall. Hey, you guys, I'm so tall.
I don't know how it got to this point. Well, anyways, Mr. Saturn Steve, I'll get that.
All right, you do it. The thing I want to see more of is the thing that there just isn't more of, and that's paraphernalia, promo items, shirts, vintage, shirts and promo items, things like that. Standees. I used to have the Killer Instinct and the Donkey Kong Country.
Nice.
Cardboard cutouts from Rare back in the day. I'd love to see stuff like that. The more old shirts, the better. Just and that stuff gets pricey, so I know it's not for everybody, but it is something that's very different because I can go to 50 different tables in here and I can buy a copy of, probably Earthbound if I wanted to, honestly, or whatever. But that's the kind of stuff that really I think steps the collecting up to the next level, and that nobody has. So if there's somebody out there who has that sort of stuff, I would love to see that person here. I'm actually going to go see the one person here who has a couple of those items. There's not a lot of them left, but I want to see stuff like this.
That is it for the trip. This took a lot out of me, but thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and thank you and shout out to everybody who gave suggestions for things they were looking for at the con. So thank you for joining me, and until next time, high five.